Go for it.
All right, ladies, we're going to do a review on the camera and do a little bit of education and then have it just in case you want to review later on as needed. The first thing we're going to start off with is the stand. Of course, it's going to either be on the cart, in the closet, or in the bottom of the cart where you'll get it out of the bag. You'll have your bottom base, okay? So to open it, you just open it till it clicks. To close it, you pop up the two silver knobs and then close it. All right, so then we're gonna open it. You'll get your stand off the side of the cart, and what you do is you open up the bottom. I usually put one leg in, kind of put the bottom to the bottom to help guide me. Oops, sorry. And put them in the holes. The one thing you need to remember to do is lock this down securely. If not, it will fall off of the wheels and your camera will hit the ground, and that's not a good thing. All right, once you have these locked and secured, you then want to lock and secure your bottom knob. Now, depending on how tall or short you are or how tall the bed is, you can use this white knob here to go up and down, then tighten, and then if you use this black knob, it'll go up and down for the top. Now, once you have your stand prepared, you're going to go to your camera. So we're going to move this out of the way, pull this over here. When it's in the box, this is what you're going to see. The best way I can tell you is to go ahead and pull the top part out and lock it into the camera base. Remember, the screen is going to be towards you because you need to view it. Then you're going to slide this over and lock it into place. Then you can grab the camera by the top part and pull it out of the case. A few things that I want to go over in the case are either the batteries are going to be in the case or in the cart. You're going to have your SDFI cards. You're going to have your foot pedal. And you're also going to have a hand pedal. Or I guess it could be called pedal. What this does is sometimes the pedal here will malfunction or not work properly. You can then connect this to the long cord and push the button. Now, during your anogenital exam, you may need to have the patient help you with this because you need help with traction and different things. So you can have the patient push the button and just say push button and they can do it for you. Another good little tidbit is if you have prepubescents or doing adolescents, a good way to distract them or to feel like they're involved with the exam is to pull this out and have them help you take pictures as well. So, when you get to the camera, the first thing you're going to do is change the battery. Where it says battery, you open it up, pop the old battery out. You're going to put this on the charger and then take the one off the charger and put it in. Okay. This is going to help maintain the camera for your exam. If you don't do this, normally you're going to run out of battery. Another part for batteries is the flash. If your camera gets to where it's not flashing or it's doing a double click and you're getting a black screen or not very good pictures, you're going to want to change the AA batteries. To do that, it's going to be on the side. You just push the knob and then push this down. You'll then just pull out the batteries, throw them away, and then you'll add the new batteries in. This should help with your flash. The next thing we'll do is kind of start from the top of the lens. This is obviously your flash, this part right here. On the side of the camera, you have where it says set to AF. What this means is that the camera needs to be on autofocus. Sometimes, for some reason, it's on manual focus, If that's the case and your camera's not focusing, make sure that it's on autofocus. It should maintain on this, but I think this button gets hit sometimes, so you want to make sure that you're changing it. The next thing is set to C1. This should never be changed, and there really isn't a reason why you should use this knob. So it should always be on C1. The next thing is the 5.6 and the 2.2 or the 22. Some cameras may be a little different, but they should be 5.6 to 22. When you turn the camera on, this screen comes on the top. So it's on 5.6. This is when you need to take your head to toe pictures or your storyboard, which we need to do on every single person, whether they're still in their clothes or not. You should always do a storyboard. When you're done with your storyboard, you're gonna twist this knob here until you get to 22. Usually at 22, you're gonna take all your body photos, unless there's some reason you need to pull way far back and take a full body photo. But other than that, it needs to be on 22. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. The other thing we need to talk about is putting in the SDFI card. So in each box, there's going to be an SDFI container. You're going to pull one of these out. You're going to open this side and put in the SDFI card where you see the arrow. If you do not have one of these in, it won't take a picture and the pictures won't save. So let's go top to bottom. When you have the top screen, what you're going to do is turn it on. There's a button that says mode. You really shouldn't hit this button, but sometimes when you hit the lamp button, you could hit the mode button. The mode button should always be an ETTL. If you accidentally hit it and put it in M, your pictures are going to be white and you're not going to be able to take good pictures. So just make sure your camera is always on ETTL. You can always lock it, and that will keep it locked so you can't change that function. Another button that you should be using on here is the lamp. There is a lamp button. So if you see here, the lamp is off. Now the lamp is on. You should be using the lamp on all of your photos, especially any photos of the mouth or the vaginal vault. Then we're going to come to the bottom and we're going to turn it on. Now there's two ways that you can take a picture. The first one is literally looking through the lens and taking a photo this way. Some people like to do it off the screen. So you can hit start stop and then the screen will come up. You can then use the screen to take photos. If you need to, and this is an option, is you can pull this out and turn it towards you if you feel like you need a little bit more room to see your pictures. Okay. When you're ready to review your pictures, which I recommend, number one, that you all do, and number two, to use when you do your body diagrams, because sometimes you can see injuries on this that you may not have seen with your naked eye. So what you do is you go ahead and push the play button. When you push the play button, it's going to show you all of your pictures. So right now it says I've taken 19 pictures and I'm on number 19. Say if this was on the patient's body, I can zoom in if I want. I can move it around. I can switch pictures. Another way to move through pictures is the round digital turny thing. The best way I can say is turn it clockwise and it'll go through all the pictures for you. Okay. The trash button you should never use. We do not need to be deleting any photos. because this may present as if we're trying to hide something, which we never want them to think. So even if you take a bad photo or you accidentally take a picture of the wall, just leave it in there. It's not a big deal, but never, never, never hit the delete button. When we take the camera and put it on the stand, you will see that there's a handle, and you can push this in and move the handle whichever way you want. On this part, it shows you the lens should be moving forward. So we're going to pull these two back. We're going to put the lens forward, and then we're going to lock it in. Okay? We want to make sure the camera is good and tight. To release the camera, you need to push both of these. There's a little metal part in there. You need to push the black and the gray to release the camera. And then we're going to put it back on and make sure it's locked in. The little fluid filled thing here is to make sure that it's leveled. So what you can do is kind of just look at it, and when you have it like this, if it's in this circle like that, it tells you that your camera is level, and your pictures will be level. Again, just a tidbit, you do not have to do it this way. When I'm taking pictures of the body, I will normally use this. When I get to the anogenital exam, I will use the start-stop function. That way I can see what I'm taking of the genitalia. On the side, you'll see some more stickers. We're never really going to use the HDMI, but we are going to use the remote button. The remote button is, or the remote hole, is either for your pedal or for the handle clicker. So when you have the pedal, you'll unwind it. If you accidentally try to put it in this hole, it's not a big deal because it's not going to go, but it actually goes in the bottom hole. So you push that in. Doesn't matter what side, I'm just more comfortable with my left. When you have the pedal, you can take a picture by just holding it down and clicking. Now, a lot of times when we're doing anogenital exams, our gloves may be dirty, we may be pulling traction, and the lamp does not stay on. So what you can do is double tap the pedal kind of fast, and it will bring on the light, and it will also bring on your screen. So say I take a picture, and it's stuck here now, and I can't visually see what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna tap once, and it brings it back to the screen where I can see what I'm gonna take a picture of, or I can double tap, I can double tap, and it brings on the light, or turn it off. So one hard tap takes a picture, one soft tap brings back up my screen, double tap brings on my light. Okay. Another way to get your lamp on is when you normally take a picture here, you press down and it's going to focus for you. But if you double tap here, it will bring on the light, so that you don't have to keep coming up to the lamp light and hitting the lamp light with dirty gloves. You can just double tap, light comes on, light comes on. Sorry, I'm going too fast. Double tap, light comes on. One of the other things that we may sometimes have problems with is, say you're trying to take a picture of an injury and your camera is just not wanting to focus. You can put your finger where you want it to take a picture, have it focus on your finger, and then it'll take a picture of the skin. And that's really about it. If you have any questions, concerns, if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate any feedback you have. Hope y'all have a good day.